Well, Kevin Barry's just digging himself into a hole because he just recently came out and said that Anthony Joshua is the most overhyped fighter in the world. The most overhyped fighter in the world. Now, going into this fight with his fighter Joseph Parker and Anthony Joshua, he already has everything against him. The fight's happening. When it does get confirmed, it's gonna be confirmed to happen in the UK. He's going to his home country. He's the B side. He's fighting against the A side, the cash cow. Everything is against Joseph Parker and Kevin Barry, right? The whole Parker team. And now Kevin Barry is saying stuff like Joshua is the most overhyped fighter in the world. That's just gonna make people in the UK not like him even less. Maybe some of these UK judges, some of these corrupted UK judges who are gonna get paid to give the fight to Joshua, if it goes the distance. Again, it's just my theory. It's a theory. That's it. I'm not saying that the UK is the only country that does this. America does this. Every boxing country where there's a big star does this. Promoters do this. I truly believe that they paid the referee to have the fight stop. Remember when Takam fought Joshua, and they did that bullshit stoppage because they didn't want to break Anthony Joshua's perfect KO streak. I believe that was planned. It's just my opinion. So yeah, I always think when it comes to these big name fighters that everything is rigged. That's why I always feel like you have to knock them out. But because I feel the same way about Canelo, by the way. Saul Alvarez. You have to knock him out because everything is like the judges. They always give every single round to Canelo Alvarez, even though he loses rounds, because it's all rigged. Even if he loses, they have him winning. So I believe this is how it is for Joshua because he's a cash cow. And now that Kevin Barry is talking all this smack about Joshua, they're gonna screw him even more. I'm telling you. They're going to screw him and his fighter even more. That's just the way it is. Do I personally think that Anthony Joshua is the most overhyped fighter in the world? No. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's talented. But I do think he has flaws. But I don't think by no stretch of the imagination that he's the most overhyped fighter. I mean, there's a way more fighters out there that you could say is overhyped. Even guys in the lower... in the lower, like not even the elite guys. For example, Arthur Beterbiev. I think he's overrated. A lot of people are high on him. I think he's a very basic fighter who's just a very strong type of fighter. I think he's kind of overrated. You might even say Deontay Wilder's overrated because I don't think he's anything special. And some people say he's the best heavyweight. So you might even say stuff like that. So yeah, I would count way more other fighters that are being overhyped, ahead of someone like Joshua. Joshua, he's the golden child. That's why he's being, talked about a lot. But do I think he's the most overrated fighter like Kevin Barry suggests he is? No. I do think he's actually a talented fighter. And when it comes to these heavyweights, yeah, you might say that Wilder's the most overrated. But like I said, excuse me, that's just my opinion. I'm out, guys.